Well, speaking of coaching staffs, you may know the numbers behind Brenda Frese. Of course, won the national championship in 2006, 3 Final Fours, and 5 conference titles. Now, a lot of times we don't get to see the reasons behind those numbers. Not with Brenda Frese and not with Maryland. She willingly invites us all inside her own program home.
You've got to be able to have the kind of intensity and the ball pressure that you should know what flavor bubble gum they're chewing.
We look tired, but we're still up 6. Way to punch first. They look tired. You guys chat it up all the time, and then when it matters the most about winning, like you're passively quiet.
From the minute I was a head coach, I always had a hands-on mentality, all access, and really stemmed, quite honestly, from my sister. She was in television. She was a sports anchor, and I would get the other side with media. She would share with me, why weren't coaches more open? We're not there to burn them and make them look bad. You know, we're here to sell their story and share it with everyone. So it really opened up my mind, and it's been all access ever since I became a head coach.
Again, I knew when I walked in here and heard your voice talking about control what you can control. And you single-handedly did that in the second half.
I think it's really cool because she wants you to know her authentic self. And so what you see is what you get, that she's not trying to hide anything. She is who she is. She loves that, you know, about herself, and she should take ownership in that because it's really cool what she continues to do every single day.
Y'all are greedy. Y'all are greedy.
When you can go into thousands, maybe millions of households, I can't go out and individually reach that many people. I want to share with people, if you come to Maryland, this is the head coach you're going to play for. This is the team and the family environment you're going to get to have for the next 4 years of your college career and beyond.
And that's what it means to compete with joy, right? That's what it means. Like, it's not supposed to be easy when you get out there. It's not supposed to be easy every single time you step out on the floor in conference play.
People always ask me, do I save my speeches and, you know, do I pull them, out of, and honestly, I don't. Everything is by feel. I love to be motivational. I want to use this time within those speeches that I'm really being that mentor for these young women. Hopefully they're replaying that when they move on.
I think one of my favorite pregame speeches where she handed out a pencil to every player and she had each player break the pencil. You could break a single pencil easily by yourself, and then she had everybody put their pencils together.
A team is really a bond, and so when you put those pencils together and you see how unbreakable you are when you fight together instead of individually. Obviously, you do have to get creative, and I think ones that can imprint, on a memory, I think are also really important.
I remember being a recruit and being in the locker room and before a game and hearing her speech, and I stood up and I was like, oh, I'm ready to go play.
I love her speeches. For me, it's I'll listen and I'll take little bits and pieces, and she'll look at me and I'll nod my head to just let her know that I hear you. She's so passionate about the game too, so all of her speeches always have a little something that you could take away from it.
The Iowa game, I had my speech prepared the night before. And, sometimes something will kind of change the course of my speech. And that day it did. I was actually listening to Pink, and her song, Who I Love, was Courage.
You got butterflies in this game? I don't. I got great courage, right? Because you've already put yourself on that path, right? You've already shown that if we're going to be great, we need everyone to be their best version of themselves, which you've done.
And so it really took from what I was thinking, where I wanted to go, and really changed my course of the lessons we learned way back when from Iowa. We learned how much courage we had sitting in the locker room. Probably was one of my favorites because a song and turned my direction. It actually gave me the butterflies I had going into that game, gave me courage and confidence that we were going to be just fine.